So when we think about our garden, we don't generally think of exercise, but exercise is simply just movement. So every time we're in our garden, we're moving, we're exerting energy, we're using lots of muscles. So why couldn't it be exercise? You're recommended to get 2.5 hours of exercise every single week. And the American Heart Association also recommends 10,000 steps a day. Here in your garden, that's easy to get. Why do we even care about this kind of stuff? Well, let's talk about your health. You want to stay healthy, right? So let's decrease your chances of getting any type of diseases by simply just being in your garden. Whether it's taking steps or doing these little extra things we're going to show you that make sure that you use all those muscles. Join us today to see how you can get exercise in your garden. We talked about exercises that you can do in the garden. So one of the ones we're going to show you today is simply lifting your plants to hang them back up. We take them down for various reasons, and when we lift them, we're using lots of different muscles. We're going to use our leg muscles, our core muscles, and our arm muscles, okay? The important part to remember is when you bend down to get the plant, you're going to want to do a squat. You want to use those leg muscles to pick the plant up and not your lower back. This plant's a little heavy and it's got a hook, so I'm going to shift it. But now I'm using my arm muscles to get it there. Then you're going to pick it up and put it on there. And now you've used all your muscles in one simple movement. The next exercise we're going to show you in the garden is planting a plant. As you see here, we have a tree that's looking for its forever home. Whether it's a tree or it's your initial garden that you're starting, it's important that we make sure that we plant them deep into the ground with enough soil around them and make sure that they are supported well. So as we do this, we are using our leg muscles, our core muscles, our arm muscles, and everything to make sure that we get it done properly. The important thing is to remember what muscles you're using. So another part of daily exercise in the garden is watering. Watering all your plants in all their various places, making sure that they have enough. Whether it's like this with a hose, where you have to go pull it out, walk it around, or simply with a watering bucket, you're still making sure that you get all those steps that you need, as well as making sure that your plants get the water. And depending on how hard you have to pull to get the water hose, or if you're using a bucket, how much water you put in that bucket, could depend on which muscles you're using to get it done. With this, believe it or not, I'm using quite a bit of my core because I have to control not only the water hose, but also make sure that I'm pulling it along as I go. So of course, we can't forget everybody's favorite part of gardening, weeding. But weeding uses lots of our core muscles and our arm muscles as well. And depending on how deep you have to dig, you could get them leg muscles in there too.
You've learned about exercising your body in the garden. Now what about your mind? Yes, your mind needs attention just as much as your physical body. We call it practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is paying attention to what is going on around us in a way that allows us to respond rather than react. In addition, it is the quality of being still on the inside and recognizing that this quality is always available, even when our life or circumstances feel out of control and chaotic. You can be mindful, aware, or even pay attention to everything in our experience, including anything we experience through our 5 senses, as well as our thoughts and emotions. Practicing mindfulness gives numerous benefits, including increases awareness, more working memory, self-insight and awareness, reduced stress and anxiety, increased compassion and empathy, increased control over automatic behaviors. When you are working in your garden, you can practice mindfulness by only focusing on the actions you are doing, the smells of the soils, the smells of the plants, the feel of the soil on your fingers, how your muscles feel as you move with the water hose, the taste of your produce, all of those things. As you're in the garden, try and clear your mind of any thoughts of what you have to do after you finish working, any emotions that might be hanging over you, any thoughts that may be circling around your mind. When those thoughts arise, you should acknowledge and just push those thoughts away. Bring yourself back to the present, what you see, what you feel, hear, taste, or smell. For mindfulness to work, we must really try it, and in the beginning, it might seem weird or pointless. Furthermore, keep in mind that everyone experiences things in different ways. If we don't try, we can't determine if it is useful for us or not. All the things you were asked about are the things that practicing mindfulness can help you with.